allow the children to attend the budget.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo touchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, my ego don't come, my people make we shout, my ego don't come, my ego don't come, man of the masses, my ego don't come, this one not the off in mind. And in the touchlight every corner. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder. My ego don't come. My people make we shout. My ego don't come. My ego don't come, man of the masses. My ego don't come. My ego die the political. My ego don't come. This one not the off in mind. My ego don't come. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. My yegun don't come.
Hello there.
Ayegun la wa mo to do. Ayegun la wa mo to do.
Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun Live. Thank you so much for joining me. And welcome to September. Happy new month. Happy Sunday. Happy all the happiness that you are already enjoying wherever you are. Read the caption of this broadcast and read beyond that. Read the description of this broadcast in detail, you know. Like it. Share the broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. Tell all of them that Mayegun today. Something terrible happened yesterday. It is not the first time. In fact, it is not the 10,000th time. But this one happened yesterday. It is fresh. Remember Bello Turji?
Yes, right.
The one that Nigerian army has claimed to have killed 4 times. It's not dead, of course, I know. He struck yesterday, a deadly one. We believe that the Nigerian army were ambushed by Turji's terror gang and terror group. Others feels like, nah. Mayegun, this is not an ambush. This is like a ammunition exchange, weapon exchange. Come on, wake up. I'm like, really? So, like I said, read all the description of the broadcast, okay? So that you can bring yourself in tune to what we will be talking about this evening, this moment. Share it. Thank you. Motide. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you. From wherever you are tuning in to join Mayegun this hour. It is Mayegun Live. Yesterday in Sokoto, where the news of an ambush against the Nigerian army, Nigerian soldiers who were traveling in convoy of APC, that is Armoured Personnel Carriers. They were ambushed, but we didn't know, we didn't know about it until the terrorists themselves uploaded the evidence. We couldn't see the bodies of the Nigerian soldiers killed. But we practically saw the destroyed armor tank and the one they hijacked. Why would the Fulani terrorist hijack a government armored personnel carrier? Like, it's not a car. It's not a car that you can drive about anywhere. Well, this and others will likely be the questions that will be running through your head if you are trying to figure out what exactly is going on in that contraption. But don't worry, you do not have to subject yourself to that kind of a torture. I'll help you a little bit to understand why you are dealing with the worst set of criminals to ever be in charge of a country or any administration, any government at all in your history. And this is the evidence. Bello Turji, among many other politically sponsored terrorists from northern Nigeria, those they indeed mobilized to destabilize Nigeria in 2015 if Goodluck Ebele Jonathan failed to hand over to them. So they didn't have any plan, plan B for these terrorists that, listen, what are we going to do if Jonathan gave us the power? What are we going to do with these people? They had no plan. So until later, when they started their killing, kidnapping you, they decided to kind of legalize them. Almost though, where Bello Turji's first time of appearance was sometimes in 2021. This was when Matawale, which is a Patawale of Zamfara, was their governor. Let me give you the background story of it. It's important so that we don't just jump into what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday is just a series of what has been happening and what is still expected to happen. But this particular individual, Bello Turji, appeared in the Zamfara State Government House sometimes in 2021. And he was the guest of the state governor and the state government, where they offered him an amnesty. And why was that? Before APC, Egbekegbe came, it was the Boko Haram, which we knew then that they were actually the gang of terrorists put together to pursue power. And they got it. But what about the Fulani terrorists? They just emerged, almost from nowhere, armed to the teeth, under the supposed change government that was coming to end terrorism. Rather than them to end the terrorism, but they started forcing it on everybody to accept the terrorism and the terrorists. So these guys were kidnapping, collecting ransoms, ransacking villages, destroying farms. And all of this they did in straight 6 years. That Boko Haram was trying to force Ruga down our throats. And what was Ruga? It was for us in the southern part of Nigeria to part with hundreds of thousands of hectares of land to be allocated to this murderous terrorist. While that was going on, that was when Turji appeared on the scene, straight at the government house in Zamfara. And he told them, to the listening of, or should we say to the admiration of those who were there, Turji said nobody could arrest him. That he willingly and voluntarily came out today to attend this peace meeting, amnesty deal. There were members of Boko Haram's government in Zamfara that day. Members of the Patawale's government, entirety of them, they were there inside the government house in Zamfara. Now let us cut it short. They said it was, they said kinetic and non-kinetic. So the kinetic one is when the soldiers comes and they just go after the terrorists and just slaughter them. Non-kinetic is when you try to negotiate with the terrorists. So the northern criminals, they made an impression that they will speak to these terrorists under Boko Haram. Then they came up with an idea that Turji and his gang, for example, they've repented from terrorism. Guess how much that costs Zamfara State in trying to make Turji and his gang comfortable? True story. 970 million naira, nearly $1 billion naira, was expended in rehabilitating Turji and his gang because they have embraced Patawale's amnesty. But it was a ruse. The whole Fulani terrorism in northern Nigeria. You see, the whole Fulani terrorism in Nigeria is in two ways. And both are sponsored and funded by these Fulani terrorists and jihadists in governments in Nigeria, in government houses in northern Nigeria. Two, you have the Fulani terrorists and Boko Haram, ISWAP, and the rest of them, especially Fulani terrorists, right, who are chasing people out of their ancestral lands in northern Nigeria because of the resources found in their area that must not be declared to Nigeria. It must be cornered by the first politician that discovered them. To keep them and keep people away from them, you need armed terrorists. So how about you legalize the terrorists and say you've given them amnesty? Because they swore by the Holy Quran never to be terrorists again. Guess what? But direct them in a way that you can say that area, we are extracting so dear. So we want you to make sure that people are chased away, nobody comes there. And we will make sure that the military or the police, nobody will disturb you. Don't worry, go ahead. This was what they did. The one before Patawale in Zamfara, Yari is a senator. It would have become your Senate president, like Akpabiole. He is also, a terrorist sponsor from Zamfara. What are they sponsoring? They are sponsoring terrorism against their people to cover the illegal mining of precious resources in their different states, especially in Zamfara. And I'm not making this up because when they said their relationship broke when Patawale accused Bello Turji of serving more than one master. After all he did for him, that is a Patawale. After all I did for you, Turji harmed him, ensure that he's probably protected and covered for so long in the name of amnesty. It was the same Patawale who now came out and said, Bello Turji is a terrorist he has broken his amnesty deal. Bello Turji now came and said, no, they listen to that video. He is a terror funder, he's a terror, and he's so surprised that Thiefnubu last year, Thiefnubu made him the Minister of Defense. You see, you make terrorist and terror sponsor in charge of defense of Nigeria. So Patawale became a minister. It was Bello Turji, he was one of those people who came out as, in a video where he actually mentioned the terrorist that Patawale is now using for his own illegal mining in Zamfara. Politicians who are supposed to keep you safe, man. They are harming terrorists to kill you, kill your children. Then they are also milking the country in the name of funding defense budgets, which they are also looting. About Nigeria, the born man. Now terrorists alerted us that your Minister of Defense, that is looking for him since he was governor. Now he's the minister. He's telling everybody he's not looking for him. He only want to kill him because Bello Turji is a problem to Patawale, Yari, and few of them's illegal mining and smuggling across the northwest of Nigeria. He said it. Listen.
Da wanda da shugaba da talaka duk ya kai kunnen kowa sako ne zan ba ku 'yan Najeriya saboda haka matsalar tsaro da muke fama da ita ina mai tabbatar muku wannan abun gwamnati ta so kuma ita ta tsarmi mata ta'addanci gindi mi a hujja ta mi dalili gwamnatin Zamfara wadda ta kau ta gwamna excellency Matawallan Maradun duk wanda aka faɗi haka ya san kowa an Matawallan Maradun a saboda haka abin da ya sa muka zargin sun ɗarme mata ta'addanci gindi yanzu a dubi akwai wasu mutane duk wani ɗan ƙaramar hukumar mulkin shinkafi da zurmi da isa bai isa ya ƙaryata wannan bidiyon ba kuma bai isa ya ƙaryata mu ba akwai wasu mutane duk wani wanda ko da ɗan Najeriya shi wanda a can kama kana Bauchi baka san matsala ba kana Kaduna baka san matsalar Zamfara ba to muna tabbatar ma da gwamnatin tarayya ita in bata sani ba akwai mutane zan ba da shaida da hujja da dalili da takamaiman magana wadda duk mai hankali ya je ya karanta ko kuma ya je ya binciki tarihin waɗannan mutane kuma inga aka je aka yi magana da su a ba mu wannan wuri ko a ba mu mina ne ko a ce muna mina ne to mu mun fito shi matsayina na ɗan ƙasa ga na fito tsakanina da Allah na gai gaskiya gwamnatin Zamfara da ta gabata ta Matawalle ita ta tarbe makarya ge an yi sulhu na farko da ita to abinda asa sulhun ta ki zamnawa kowa ya sani ni na sani duk al'ummar da a jihar Zamfara shinkafi da zurmi da isa sun san da wannan matsalar akwai wani mutum ana ce mashi marigayi dudu ni fatattake su don su hana shinkafi ta zamna lahiya suna da bindiga sama da bindiga 200 Matawalle ya dauke su ya kai su gidan gwamnati in ƙarya ne suna gidan gwamnati har yanzu in gobe in kan gaskiya ne suna gidan gwamnati har yanzu da muka kashe dullu Kabiru Maniya a faɗa mana inga gwamnatin Zamfara ko ta Sokoto ko ta tarayya ta je ta yi sulhu da shi ya bada makaman shi a gaya mana wurin to tunda babu wurin ko Bashari Maniya a gaya mana inga ya bada bindigogin shi ga gwamnati a fito a faɗi wa magana ina sun ka bada su kowa ya san suna da bindiga sama da 100.
Don't worry, okay? Even me self, I know to understand within in talk until I got it got interpreted for me. So I'll tell you, my subtitle. It was a long video, but it was there practically saying that person who is funding another group of terrorists, that Patawale want to use. He said they've made Patawale minister. Thiefnubu make Patawale minister. And Patawale is using the instrument of Nigeria to chase him so that he can kill him and the areas like Kaduna, Sokoto, and all these places to his own preferred terrorist called Kabiru. Now, Patawale will fail, he said, that he's been trying to kill him for so long, and he has been failing, that he doesn't even understand how Thiefnubu will appoint somebody who has his own different illegal mining spaces across Zamfara. That it is obvious that even people in Zamfara knows that that same person is saying is calling him a terrorist, want to kill him. by using the army, by using this or that, making you believe that he's coming to come and end the terrorists. No, he's not coming after the terrorists. He's coming after his supposed former partner that they are not friends anymore, who is now disturbing his business, even though he's a minister. So when people tell you that some people are wishing Thiefnubu to fail, you know, people who say, we know that, you know, Nigeria will be great. We know that some of you are enemy of Nigeria. You are just happy about every bad news about Nigeria. That is why you are always happy. God will make Thiefnubu succeed. Olori Buruku niye. With no apology. There is nobody who wanted Thiefnubu to fail than Thiefnubu himself. That surrounded is a criminal. Number one, no, like Akokono is a failure of himself, right? A drug dealer, certificate forger, who is your president. His vice is a terrorist sympathizer. The man that kept Kabiru Sokoto inside the Borno State government guest house, governor's guest house in Abuja. When Nigerian DSS declared him wanted, he was there living large inside the governor's guest house, Borno State governor's guest house in Abuja. For 7 months, he was being looked for. They were looking for him. He was driving in the convoy of Shitty Man, who is your vice president today. Now, these are the two figures there. Then they now surrounded themselves with kleptomaniacs, other criminals, treasury looters, and terrorist funders who are using the instrument of state to hunt down those they call the enemy of their enemy, their political enemy. And they allow the terrorists to roam. Yeah? Nobody wants them to fail that themselves. But it depends on what you probably will call failure. Because sometimes what you think is failure is what these guys are giving themselves awards for. Remember? Yeah. The best governor, 2022, Dubious Dapo of Ogun State. The best workers-friendly governor, the best investor governor in that same shit hole. They are celebrating the failure. Economy, boom, in the gutters. Insecurity, everywhere. Hunger, at least, caused by what? The same terrorists who are destroying. Insecurity destroying everywhere, right? Corruption and all that, right? But they think they are doing fine. Now they complain. And you are complaining because you are enemy of Nigeria. DSS should invite you. This is how our voluntary slaves in Nigeria, this is how they speak. That's how they address me. You, this Mayegun, DSS should invite you. How could you say that, Mayegun? DSS should invite you. And that's exactly what they do. The DSS, they don't look for terrorists. No. They look for people like me who get big mouth that must be taught a lesson. They must teach this boy a lesson. They must teach him a lesson. And the likes of Bello Turji, they are as free as birds. Here is what happened yesterday. Fast forward now to yesterday. When, was it not the same yesterday you had this clip on this platform where this Nigerian army spokesperson was talking about how they will unleash the massive presence of Nigerian army on you if they suspect that you are a terrorist. Abi? All lies. Some people are still not convinced that this was an ambush, by the way. I want you to judge it. This is about 4 minutes clip watch, okay? Pray for me that YouTube won't come around and say, you need to delete this video. At least you will be the one, you would have seen it at least, And the message would have also been passed. Ladies and gentlemen, Bello Turji and his gang, in Sokoto State yesterday, did this to Nigerian army.
Sunana Muhammadu Bello Turji a arewa maso yamma insha Allah
muna gode
bi hatu da toye
kin fatin gali
bi hatu da toye kai
ma sabina insha Allah Fulana Muhammadu na wannan muna makaraka a yankin kasar Zurmi
mu mata kai wai hatu ga mashin din na wai hatu
ga su na Bello Turji ya shi kabila guda biyu ga su sojojin Najeriya ku sani Bello Turji na zuwa kanku insha Allah in dai ba ku zo ku zauna lahiya ba muna gaya maku da ku da malamanku kalilatin fatin galibatin ma sabirina insha Allah muna tare da Allah muna tare da Allah
ka bi hadura kunna masu wuta abi hatur ko ebo hatur
kai
ku ebo muna hatur abuba ka kuma na ku ebo muna kaya ka kuma na ku ebo muna ka ko ma nan ne ku tsaye والجهاد كنكرو دا وباده قرياته تا قاره من قراشي الله اكبر والجهاد باذن الله تعالى الله اكبر باذن الله الله اكبر باذن الله تعالى don Allah ko haza mai wuta sha bakwai ko haza mai wuta ku ta maku bidiyo ga kunkuru nan na ci da wuta
jama'a an ci nazara salbin kai
Allahu akbar wal jihad عزة لله
الله أكبر
الله أكبر عزة لله والجهاد
Save my punishment in case if somebody in YouTube gets a little bit triggered. Oh no, you shouldn't show that. So you've seen that, right? I'll show you ones without fire very soon. So it was said to be an ambush. Okay, I didn't see any. Did you see anybody? I didn't see anybody. So that was why some people believe that. No, I don't think it's an ambush. I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm just telling you what people are kind of feeling like. This doesn't look like. These guys are so armed that they have weapons that is called this surface to earth rocket launcher, where they can use RPG to shoot down a plane or anything. And most of these weapons, they were either looted from the Nigerian armory or taken from the Nigerian army on their like ambush like that. Or they are practically supplied by their gun I think. But imagine Nigeria spending trillions of naira buying weapons that are just there for terrorists to come take. And they've got, whenever you want to have protest, you are going to see Nigerian army with all of their display of all these different kind of gadgets. But Bello Turji and his gang, they could take down a battalion of soldiers in Nigeria. Ridiculous, yeah? No. It is more than that. Some say it's embarrassing. I was like, nah, it's even worse than embarrassing, right? It is like, it will. Take a look at this one.
والجهاد Allah azurta mu dagutan Najeriya mun kai su Allahu akbar wal jihad ta idhnillah ta'ala Allahu akbar dagutan Najeriya Allah azurta mu Allahu akbar Allah azurta mu dagutan Najeriya ƙaryanku sai mun ka ƙaryanku Allahu akbar Allah ba mu nasara Allah azamu kansu Allah ƙara Annabi Muhammadu Allahu akbar ayyuna sama kai ayade mu yi da bidiyo mana a gane dai an ci nazara an gode ma Allah muna godiya Allah ubangiji ya kai ku tada mai wuta ku sa mai wuta ku sa mai wuta ku sa mai wuta a kwane shi Annabi Muhammad ku sa mai wuta kai a sa mai wuta don Allah a sa mai wuta hasbina Allah wa ni'mal wakeel Allahu akbar Allahu akbar Allahu akbar kai ayabu na salbin nan da muda ana da doko muna magaji kai
Welcome to Nigeristan, an extension of Afghanistan. And to the rest of you who are proud Nigerians, you should probably be calling yourselves the proud Nigeristans. I mean, that's so close to it. Because you see the jihad that is at the border, your border, is even bigger than what you are currently experiencing. And it is, you know, it makes it worse when those who promise to keep you safe are those behind the terrorism. All for what? All for all these stones, all this piece of what? If you go to northern Nigeria right now, the terrorism there is not going to end. And why? You see, those who are funding the terrorism there, they are funding it all for precious stones. That is so available according to them that they couldn't, for the sake of their own people, right, develop it. They have no plan of developing anything. They just want to, I mean, they want the eyes of everyone, off all of their activities. The criminals who are supposed to keep you safe are now using the instrument of government to protect terrorists. That's why somebody said that wasn't an ambush. Ayagun, handover of weapons, all for what? All for this.
Auna ka hada da shi ko
Abuja wannan ku
Abuja
a kai ni Abuja can wurin masu abin gannan ba saura passport dina a wanke a kawo mani
ka gane ko
the reason why then they killed themselves in northern Nigeria, Bidato, it is not because of Islam. It is not because these guys actually care about any religion. No. Remember that they have managed to destroy education in that place enough that it is almost like it doesn't exist intentionally, right? So that makes it easier for different kind of terror group to be able to recruit their soldiers from the pool of untrained, uneducated, unskilled young northerners. And all they have to give them is give them drugs and guns. And then the job is done. Rather than go into the place and use sack to pack them, you could chase the entire village away, the entire community away, and send your guys in with their explosives, dynamite, and begin to blow everything up. And you begin to load the trucks. While you are also seated at the security meeting in Abuja, discussing how to bring peace to northern Nigeria. Do you see the whole thing? They've got this they've got all these weapons, but including surveillance drones. They've got drones that could actually be dropped in the midst of these terrorists, but they won't, because dropping bomb on them means you are killing the soldiers recruited by the northern politicians to steal supposed Nigeria resources. And then all for what? All for what? They will never run out of soldiers. In case if you are sleeping right now, I need you to wake up. You see those ones that hijacked Turji and his gang? They are just one out of 1,000 of different groups. These ones are even speaking the language that a lot of people are finding difficult to understand. They are all coming for one thing: jihad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wi tedde rodani nul Allah inula do neno laara ko teddudo neno heferbe koyi dum be hoyni heferbe kambe sahababe e famdude jatede fu daabaji durat kono jobe be heferbe jombe garat be mbaram be wudo jam nyalla wal hay alhamdulillah ani noy goruden hande imbaran heferbe galten lele de men do daano de innodataake bilani ko kata kan ko hala ko wala neno alhamdulillah inna de sakiram ne fu jiddo Allah yaafo dum fu himmire jihadi so boy habade hawri hefer fu hokka yonkim wallahi nyande nyalana ma wara e mayta nen alhamdulillah annabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam gorko goddo wari e makko wi min mi yehi ladde wi nokkure lobbede do ladde wodi koyde ngala to ndiyam no wodi ton cukku no wodi ton bibbe ledde ngon ton nam yidi mi yatom jodom rew Allah faado mayim tam yi yimbe fe sakko anna tawi sakko ko humbidum nulaado fu dum nulaado wi o ala tuhibbuna an yaghfira Allahu lakum wa yadkhilukum aljanna yalla on jida Allah yaafo on watta on aljanna o wi mi den jid o wi ukhzu fi sabilillah ore saabe Allah dum e rewtin don man qatala fi sabilillah fa waqanaka wajabat lahu aljanna ko kabido saabe Allah alqadar bilande enno naggina ngelobe yejjo bila ka dum tan kabido saabe Allah dum aljanna wajibanaka Allah tifini aljanna nan alhamdulillah sakirabe annabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam o lamda dum jihadi o wi an tuqatil al kuffara idha laqitahum so hawri hefa ka bana nan alhamdulillah sakirabe do zunuba yaafete do budal hebete do teddengal adna hebete do sariya Allah nyibata saabe wolde de gonde e mum joni nan alhamdulillah hakkune do e to jaaten to so e palon nadden so tampude ni jaata yaade dom data dom ko illa sona Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala windana en baraji nan alhamdulillah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wi yalle anon gondim Allah tindin. I just wanted to see a bit of it. Somebody was asking, what language is this? Baba, show matter money. It don't matter anymore. Because me and you, we are infidels to these terrorists. And according to one of them, who is the governor of Bauchi State, he said these guys believe that Nigeria is their headquarters, that they are all going to end up in Nigeria, and the rest of us like this, they go chase us away. He didn't put it that way. But he said, the rest of you who are not Fulanis in Nigeria, you should be ready, because all over the world, Fulanis believe that Nigeria is there and they are journeying down and they will be welcomed. They will be given land, this or that. One of them said that because it's Nigeria, you know. I have no words, because the whole primary thing about this whole terrorism is just to get rid of those of you who are considered as what? Threats to their disguised jihad, which mostly is not even any jihad than the normal terrorism. But their target this time around is what? The mineral resources of the people. So these guys are only armed. The direction and the directive of where to go to is being done by those who are supposed to keep them out. If they are not in Nigeria already, right? Those who are supposed to keep them out. They are the ones who are arming them and telling them where to go. And they are also the ones who are deploying and knowing when to deploy soldiers to this place or that place, or never to deploy them at all. And Eastern Nigeria is a place where you will think that is where Turji lives and kills Nigerian soldiers. Like the last check, these guys were also in Yobe, in that same Sokoto state. This last weekend, over 150 peasants were killed in that same Sokoto. And from China, when Koolu landed in China yesterday, they said he ordered that the Nigerian army should relocate the operation command to Sokoto State and retaliate that humiliating video you just saw in China. But this was how he got welcomed to China, where they are doing China-Africa Summit. And you know what that means now? I'll come back to it. Koolu in China.
You never seen this kind of abuse before. Turubu, I must abuse you. Turubu, number 1, Oguokiyapa. Turubu number 2, Oguokiyama. Turubu number 3, Oguokiya your children. Turubu number 4, Ogugo bury all your family. Turubu is a god to you. A god to you. Turubu is a god to you.
That was him in China. And guess what? The same people he traveled to China with are the same people welcoming him at the airport, welcoming him at the hotel. Wale Idun, even the Minister of Defense, Badaru, did you see him beside Devulumai? I mean, did you see that list, right? You saw Wale Idun. You saw Devulumai. Then you saw Madaru, which is the Minister of Defense, Abi, Thiefnubu's Minister of Defense. They got to know that they have killed all their soldiers, collected 2 armored tank carriers, and all the weapons inside the place. Badaru is still there, like that Christmas goat that just got roasted, you know, the head. Like that. That's your Minister of Defense, the Madaru. Anyway, they say Koolu has ordered all the Nigerian military and everybody to go to Sokoto State and find Bello Turji. I'll tell you when they find him. I want them to find him. Seriously, I actually want this Turji and his gang not arrested, okay? Neutralized, not certain, you know, and genuinely sweep all these areas that are now being controlled by these terrorists. Sweep them off for these terrorists, if not for anything, for the sake of the indigenous people of these areas that they have either killed or sent to the IDP camps, internally displaced people, refugee camps, if not for anything, for their sake. I would love that. It's just going to be like a fantasy, isn't it? If wishes were horses, beggars to ride.
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Whether you believe it or not, the time is coming when you won't need.
Because wishes don't build anything. All this knee-jerk reaction, they are just what it is. Nobody gives a damn about those soldiers killed or any Nigerian killed by these terrorists or whatever. They don't give a damn. Somebody said, if this was like the president will return to Nigeria, he will cut short his trip and they will go back and say, you killed my soldier. I said, which one? In fact, people will be so like too shocked to believe that happened. Nobody cares about your. Excuse me, these guys don't give a damn about your lives. Whether you are wearing the uniform for them or you are wearing the face cap for them that says, one Nigeria, they don't give a damn about you. None of them did anyway. But we'll leave it at that. Let's go on. Take a look at those who are training to become soldiers in Nigeria. The little shaggy way that they showed them inside their supposed military training and being Kwabi school. And if you take I suspect they are the Gen Z, the Gen Z will join military.
Extra gala. Extra gala the mad. What do we do now? What do we do? Say no security for school. Yeah, you see, and I not get security. Not when I do. Hello, Jai. Anybody that wants to move on about
Voila, today, Gen Z don't go join army. And then they are now protesting that they are treating them somehow. They went after their trainers. Those ones speak race, run away. Imagine Gen Z we carry punch, who won't beat his instructor. Say, how can they be treating us like this? Then team together chase their instructor. The instructor pick race, other people pick race. Then somehow, some of them know say, iyata omaje. They can't beat him. We're still going to come their way. I'll give you the follow-up on that too, if I hear anything. Okay? But that happened there in Lagos last weekend as well, which was because of the mistreatment of army recruits, army trainees Etilogba Gen Z is soldier. I want to plan coup later in here. With time. It could just be like, say, they go join army 6 months after. Recruits in the army will begin to feel like, man, these people are so corrupt. Let's overthrow the government. Corpora. You know, she corpora, the man soldier. Corpora Martins. You want plan coup? You the create. That's I say no. We have to take over. We have to take care of these guys. That would be so interesting, though, right? Enemy won't try. Check your audio now. It should be working. I know. Where is that? 51-25. Don't worry. They won't try us. They won't get us. They won't get us. I promise you. I'm keeping my eyes on the screen. So everyone, remember that too. When you watch this video or you are watching a replay, remember that at 51:25, 51 minutes, 25 seconds, the audio suddenly disappeared. Because I won't go Edo. Edo, where a lot has been happening. And I've managed to just sort of entertain myself from their development. From the development in that state, including the one that triggered, we go kill Yoruba, we go kill Igbo, we go kill this, we go kill that, kill ourselves, poison this, poison that. All of this emanating from the toxic political campaign between the APC, led by Adam Oshiomole, who has been leading the campaign of bigotry, tribal division, identity politics, even in the space of Edo State. He has said a lot of things, but they will tell you it's all politics. It's not. It is just the APC politics. Toxic. And most of the time it happens when they have a lot to cover up to distract you. Let's start talking about the Esan people at the Benin. Let's start talking about the Romi people and then this. Oh, let us talk about these, other kind of things. And then, endless attacks on themselves. Anyway, we are going to Edo State now, where they believe that even if Obaseki don't fail, as obvious as some will say, I know see Obaseki team don't call they know they tend to abuse me. What do you mean? I want you to describe what you mean by Obaseki fail. I say, let's say you're the mentor. They swear for you, Abi. So even if I have to pretend that you are stupid, so I need to explain it to you. Like you need me to explain to you how did Obaseki fail? Obaseki has done. I say, please, I know you guys. I'll just finish waiting on the talk because you are likely going to agree with me on Oshiomole. And you will disagree with me on Obaseki. The thing here is this. They have both been in charge of Edo State as executive governors. Oshiomole that gave you Obaseki. Obaseki that is planning to give you Aswe that is also part of your economic team in Edo, as well as what do you call it? Okay, hang on. I don't want to talk about just Obaseki here. Let's mix it, okay? Based on what was picked up out there, right? It is believed that the supposed APC candidate, it's not even like telling the Edo people what he wants to do. Now Oshiomole, the front everywhere. They invited him onto TV. I think it's Arise. Arise invited him to come and tell them because they've interviewed other supposed candidates. Now, Mr. Monday Okwelobo, what is his name again? Come and tell us what you want to do for do people about your politics. About your ambition. Now, he won't come. Rather, he will send Oshiomole And Oshiomhole, whose politics is politics of division, politics of tribal, ethnic, sort of division as well. Most of Oshiomhole's politics of personal attacks. They are not politics of ideology, so to say. He enjoys it, and people laugh when he speaks. You see that one that his wife was, and they will laugh. It's not about policies, okay? And APC candidate won't show up on TV to tell everyone, but it became a joke when he attended. I don't know. I think this is in the US, right? Edo people, they are very extra too. If you want to be governor of Edo State, you will go to Edo people in Europe. You will go to Edo people in America. You will travel to go and see them. They are very extra. They will begin to question you because I don't know why it's that, because I don't know how many of them actually go back to go and participate in the election. Or maybe they actually influence the election back there. So if you see anybody who is an Edo woman, a Gaga woman, an Obaseki supporter, she is more of a lunatic than APC supporter. Take that from me. I know what I'm talking about. Maybe you have seen APC supporters. As dumb as most of them are, right? Even if they look like they're educated, you need to see Obaseki supporters. Those who defend Obaseki for real. Some of them are here now. What are you talking about? What is this Mayoko talking about? What are you saying? Do you know that Lushi? I want to get you mad so that you can comment and my people can see you, Obaseki supporters. And at the same time to make you realize that I want to enter Oshiomhole. No mean say you go contact say Mayegun, thank you, Jare. Well done, Mayegun. So get mad so that people can read your comments. I want them to see you. So when they defend Obaseki, they defend Obaseki not because of whatever is really done, which is so little. They act as if like questioning Obaseki is an attack on them. You know the way APC people do. If you question Obaseki, if you question Thiefnubu, you are attacking Nigeria or you are attacking Yoruba, kind of a thing. So I've seen some of their comments who most of them come back and comment and say, Mayegu, let me tell you, what do you mean? What do you mean by Obaseki? I said, are you mad? Like look around you, look at a lot of stuff that I've actually brought out from that place, right? Look at your own infrastructure, look at the people themselves, look at the economy themselves, look at the young people themselves, look at show share and you should make my break it down, you better not on it. Anyway. It is not as worse as what Oshiomhole represents. A very dark soul, evil-minded individual. And at the same time, insensitive too. Here is something he had to say recently. He said, Obaseki's wife, among all the attacks they are attacking themselves, Obaseki's wife said, APC candidate is unmarried. He has no wife. So therefore, he's probably irresponsible. And guess what Oshiomhole used in responding? In replying her. Oh, so she is talking about him not being married. What about herself and her husband who are barren? They don't have any children. I was like, what? That's low. Even myself no go that low. But they say na Edo politics too. That shouldn't be Edo politics. This is madness. And I don't think that should be your Edo politics. Divisive, tribalistic, hateful, demeaning, condescending, and I don't know. That's where we're going to go next. Oshiomhole, ladies and gentlemen. He is talking about Obaseki, Asue, and Obaseki's wife. All for the September 21st governorship election.
Now she has swollen leg. She also narrated another fellow market woman at Oba Market who was jailed by Obaseki's government over trading by the roadside, and the woman gave birth to twins in Oko prison. And the lady narrated how after giving birth to those twins, the woman passed away. And she said she believed that the cause of death was the trauma of giving birth in prison. So if you have a wicked heart like that, and that is all part of it. 2 leprous figures in the same leprous heart. You know, and I saw him saying, you know, when we talk about he not being an emergency as a man. I'm happy he went to Ewohini, where my late wife come from. And he claimed that I slept in his house. I cannot sleep in his father's house that was built in the 60s. My late wife had a house in his village before he died. Her house is more beautiful than Aswe's. I could have stayed in Aswe's house. The house that his own children doesn't stay. Right? And he showed photographs showing me city on Canopy. Is Canopy a house? So these guys have run sort of ideas. But we want to go to the issue. The issue is, Aswe or basically, show us the road you have built. Show us the schools you have built. Tell us the number of teachers you have, divided by the number of schools we have, and let's see the average number of teachers per school. Show us how Benin City has become Gele Port because you did not desil it. Show us why even the GRA, you cannot drive freely when it is raining. These are practical issues. Show us why the hospital I built on Airport Road, the most beautiful hospital I want to say in Nigeria, because look at that hospital and tell me any other one that looks like that. Even when Buhari came to commission it, he asked me whether it was a bank or a shopping mall. I said, no, this is the hospital. Because we want to copy the best. I've gone to hospital in another part of the world, and you think it's a hotel. Now, we put the state-of-the-art equipment there. We have the inventory. Now he handed over that hospital to a general consultant, like you have a general contractor. And those people, if you are rich, you go there. So they charge very high fees. If you are not, you go to Sela Hospital or Mushroom Hospital, you go and die. Lastly, those of you who have been reporting from Edo, you know that when I was here, I got over 100 buses. You know, I said, we can't be using Okada, but to ban Okada, we must provide alternative. We had 100 buses that I call comrade buses with green. Now they removed the comrade bus. But when you ask the people, every time I see them, you see the way they wave, because they know that I provided those buses. And I made it a policy that if a child is going to school in uniform, you board those buses free. If you are coming back from school in uniform, you board those buses free. The only way you can cheat is, if you're of my size, not too tall, you put you two uniforms, maybe you can cheat, but if they look at your face, they know that you are not attending primary school. Now, I do remember very well, and if you check your archive, you'll find it, where he brought some red-colored buses. And he invited me to commission fake project. Now, today, none of those buses is in Edo. Not that they are broken down. I believe what he did is to invoice Edo State government as having procured those buses at a price that is high. But what he apparently did is to loan those buses from a supplier. And once he has perfected the transaction of taking the money out, the buses have been returned to the actual owner. That's why you can't find them in Benin. And I challenge you to show where those buses are. If the one I bought 40 years ago are on the road, what happened to the one he bought less than 6 years ago, 5 years ago? You guys need to not just hear from us. You need to do your own investigative journalism and establish the facts as you see them. Take your cameras and see the schools in Edo. My friend, Edo people can't wait for September 21st to sack this government and the leprous son he wants to bring, or leprous brother. Consultancy is not it. We don't need all those double-breasted suits. I have no apology. Who can't speak any of the 3 languages of Edo State? We are not looking for an expatriate governor. Come on now. We watch an Edo man who must be able to speak one of the 3 languages. I saw in the one small village try to speak Yoruba. Say, this is not a Yoruba state. But even those people, in Yoruba is Lagos Yoruba. So, report the facts as you saw them. You have followed us around the nook and crannies of this state. You have seen the people's reaction to me. That makes me feel really good. And that's why I'm not tired. When I see those faces, I can't but learn new that systems. Osho, quick. Quick. Osho, miracle. I don't want to say so.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I was shocked yesterday to see Mrs. Obaseki, the first lady, saying that our candidate has no wife. She is the most, I'm sorry that she had to say that, because here is a woman who has no child. Between him and Obaseki, they have no child, they are childless. They are even not ready to adopt. I mean, I don't blame anybody who don't have a child. But people who have love for children, they go to motherless home and adopt children. They have not adopted. They are both in their 60s. So you married with, I don't know whether it's a contract or whatever it is, but they have no child. Now, our candidate not only have children, he has invested in the education of those children such that you watch them on live television, covered by your media stations, where the first one that spoke is a lawyer, the second one is a medical doctor, and they address the crowd in Edo South, in Edo Central, in Edo North, and their mother was there. Now she has swollen nuisance. Do
you see what I'm saying? When you see people say, oh, you cannot speak our language, you are not from here. Don't think people just say them randomly. Politicians in Nigeria, they are those who pushes such narratives. You want somebody that is not speaking, somebody that is not, can you call, some, you know, all those stuffs. Because that's the only way they believe they can neutralize their own opponents. Oshiomole took Boko Haram to Benin to commission an empty building where they borrowed, they rented equipment. Have you seen that kind of scam before? State government rented equipment, medical equipment, set them up in a part of the supposed built hospital, and then commissioned it as a brand new hospital. Baba, years after, he's talking to journalists there that I built the world standard, the best world standard hospital in the world, and none of them could say, but the hospital no get equipment now. A day after you went to you left the hospital. I mean, sorry, the day after you commissioned it, the entire place became empty, including doors. Baba, one your window, they come out door, common windows from a newly commissioned hospital of Oshiomole. It was never used for once. Even though people are saying that, what has Obaseki, what has he done with it in the last 8 years? Okay, it's mounted blocks, Abi. Here Obaseki no fi equip am. He abandoned it. That's what they do. Whatever Obaseki himself is doing right now, if his own boy, I swear Igogolo. That's what somebody call him. I swear Igogolo. So they said if his boy, I swear Igogolo, no win. Most of what they have used Edo State money to say they are doing as project right now as well, uncompleted, and the rest of them, they will be abandoned. And this criminal too. He said the APC candidate has invested in his children. I wonder why he didn't invest it in himself too. This was him talking to, I don't know if this was in America, but you can tell me, because I'm seeing the American flag behind him. Edo people in America, I've been people in America. They had a meeting with APC candidate. They asked him questions about healthcare. What are you going to do about healthcare, Mr. Candidate? Do you want to hear what he said? Briefly.
I think your question is very important. You just asked the question, what would I do differently in the healthcare system? For me, it is very unwise, first of all, to destroy a hospital and build a museum. And even the museum is not even completed, and there are no animals for the museum. So I don't know whether somebody will prefer animals more than human beings. It is barbaric. It's not acceptable by me. From my government, by the grace of God, we allow the poor to breathe.
nuisance lele.
I'm sorry, did you hear what he said? So that I feel like say this my left ear, you know they hear very well. I just hear and tin. Did you hear? Apart from hearing that we are not animals, and everybody is not animals, and did you hear anything he said? I mean, did you hear anything? I did not. Here is another candidate of APC in that place as well.
I think in this election, I'm expecting 6 over 6. I want to tell you, the mineral resources in Edo State, has the present government do anything about it? Do you want it? You want it? You want your mineral resources? Is that not what you want? Okay. So your mineral resources, sure you want them. Now so, your mineral resources, you want it, but let me tell you, to make this place repositioned for industrial park. Let me tell you, I know say una no dey see water. Una dey see water here. Una get water in under our government. We are going to do the extraordinary thing.
If you didn't dare, you didn't dare. You didn't dare.
I want to talk about my 5-point agenda. My number 2-point agenda. Education. Education. Let me tell you, massive road construction. Because una still get road.
Keep quiet. Let book enter your head.
Where Oga Adam Soshomele stop. We want to bring back, declare a state of emergency.
The great youth of Nigeria. Great. 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 Greatest,
yo. I know that could sound a little bit funny, okay? But listen, right? That was a detail, so it probably doesn't really count that much. But that guy I've heard is just not it. He's also a senator, though. Or he was a senator. I Edo people, man. I don't even feel supposed to talk, because if we go Ogun State now and begin to look at other people there too, the kind of criminals who are running things in that place, when I go just tell me to shut up. I won't shut up on this one, no. Where they said that the reason why this guy won't go on any national TV is because Edo people are very poor. They cannot afford DSTV money, and they can't see APC candidates. They can't watch him on TV because you are very poor. And I'm like, no, then I'm not going to keep quiet, because that's not true. So they took it up with him. Initially, they said, we don't know why he's running away. Abati was the one who first gave the below the belt punch like this.
We have spoken to Aswe Godalo. We have interviewed Olumide Apata of the Labour Party. And we've been hoping that one day, Monday or Pablo, will also show up before the election on September 21. And we're willing to conduct the interview in local language. We'll get interpreters, or we can even do the interview in Pidgin. I'm sure you can speak Pidgin. So if English language is the problem, we have spoken to.
Yes. Boko Haram, make a combo fight. If you are not combo fight, we will not go come up for years. So make a combo fight, make it finish. Allahu Akbar. I think and I say and I get power. Make a combo fight. If we not fight, we will not go. If we not fight, we will not go. Allahu Akbar. Yes.
Because I think that's exactly what the media is saying. Now, if there's any issue with somebody said he's actually a senator. Baba, that guy is a senator from Edo State. APC senator. How come? Oshiomole is a senator. Are you saying that the 3 senators from Edo State, 2 of them are APC? Okay, hang on. I should know, right? I'm sorry, I don't know that. Right? So this Monday, Okpobolo, what? This Mr. Monday Okpobolo is a senator, right? Representing somewhere in Edo State. I keep it to myself. Now, here is what the chairman had to say in response. Listen, Edo people poor. They can't work, they don't get money for DSTV. Now this one piss the Edo people most. It pissed them off. Like, how dare you go say that?
Your statistics is wrong, Rufai. Your statistics is wrong.
Give me your own.
I am telling you that people can no longer feed in Edo, not to talk of subscribing to internet.
Give me your own statistics.
People can no longer feed, not to talk of subscribing to internet. Nobody is watching you. So that's the truth. Nobody is watching you because people don't have money to watch. If you Rufai,
me your own statistics.
If you want Mondi Okpebolo to come to your, if you want Mondi Okpebolo to come to your interview, try as much as possible to subscribe for the audience of Edo. Then it will come. Because if you want to sell yourself, you sell yourself to the people. And if he's doing that, is he going to sell himself to Arise? No.
Hang on a minute. Secondly, I also want to confirm.
I am telling you that people are not watching you.
Please.
People are not watching you.
I also want to confirm, Mr. Jared. Did Edo State APC at any point ask Arise presenter Rufai Oseni to bring $1 million to interview Mondi Okpebolo?
To come and do what? We can't be saying that. What I am telling you is,
I'm just
asking.
You
are saying people subscribe to internet. Yes, those people are they in Edo? They in Edo to start with?
With due respect,
what I am telling you that people don't even have money. Obaseki,
so why are you here?
Your Obaseki.
So if people don't watch Arise
to the level,
if people don't,
because I can afford it.
If you don't watch Arise, and you think
I'm supposed to.
So why are you on this interview?
I'm supposed to have my television on now. I'm supposed to have my television on now. My television is not on because I don't have money to subscribe to a DSTV that I can use to watch you.
But Edo people can't watch. But Edo people can't watch you based on what you have said. Edo people cannot watch you as you are speaking. So why are you wasting your time here?
They are not watching. They are not seeing you. They are not seeing you. That's what I'm saying. They are not seeing you. I needed to talk to you more than Rufai. It's you that I actually wanted to talk to today. To let you know.
Chairman Tenebe, I take this as an exercise in self-contradiction.
Mr. Ruben.
Yes, you are on Arise TV and you say nobody is watching. But the more important point, I lived in Benin, 85 to 86.
Because I'm not even sure. I'm not sure they are watching me now.
Okay,
as I speak.
Fine.
People don't have money in Edo State to even buy credit.
Okay, fine. But
to even subscribe to internet. So nobody is watching you. I need you to know this.
I was just telling you that some of my persons from Edo State, they've been bombarding my phone with WhatsApp messages. They say you are embarrassing the people of Edo State. That it is not true that the people of Edo State don't have DSTV. It's not true that they don't have Go TV. That they are civilized, very proud people.
They have DSTV. They have DSTV. They have Go TV. But there is no money to subscribe because Obaseki has run the state aground. He has impoverished the state. People can no longer subscribe. That's what I'm saying. They have, but people don't have money to subscribe anymore.
They can watch free on YouTube.
If anybody is calling you to tell you that it's an embarrassment, maybe those are people who are in Ikoyi there, possibly with you, that does not even have a voter's card that we cannot talk to. What I am trying to say, what I'm trying to make out of this is Monday Okpebholo is reaching out to the people he's supposed to reach out to. I'm telling you where he is now, where you have almost about 25,000 people in a ward, where to get to that place you have to drive, you have to use canoe, you have to trek to get to the place. He's reaching out and the message is resonating.
Chairman, I don't see any conflict between grassroots campaign and talking to people on television. Arise News is in 54 countries of Africa. We're in UK, we're in Europe. I mean, it needs that audience. And all the stakeholders in Edo State, they are everywhere, including here in Arise News. And that's why we're saying, bring Okpebholo. If he cannot speak English, he will speak Benin. We will bring one of our persons to come and speak Benin to him.
At least you have seen Okpebholo moving motion in the Senate before.
Oh, okay.
So the idea of saying he cannot speak English is not even there. You have seen him in live in our campaign live programs. You hear him talk. So the idea of saying he cannot talk is not even there. I'm telling you the reason why he cannot buy ticket and come to Lagos, because it will be a waste of time.
He doesn't need to come to Lagos
to go and talk to about just 300 people who can subscribe.
You are in Benin. We interview you from Benin. He doesn't need to come to Lagos. We'll come and meet him in his room. He doesn't need to come to Lagos. We'll come and meet him.
Will he have to waste his time? Will he have to waste his time to come and talk to you about 300 people?
Wait. In that village,
when he's selling himself, to the people.
Wait, can I even tell you this? I can assure you, sir. In that village is campaigning. We will bring our camera and join him on the campaign trail and interview him on the campaign trail there, so he can be campaigning to the people and still talking to us. We are ready for Okpebholo.
But if you want to do that, we are ready. You can tell your crew not to tell us to pay. You can tell your crew to follow him.
No, you don't need to pay.
And they even follow him. You have to.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Of our greedy leaders. Oh, Tonda, where are you? This is the time. You are supposed to strike, so that you eliminate all of them, so that you have peace in our nation. Or join them in one aeroplane, so that it will crash land in the course of their journey. Furthermore, our security agents.
Ridiculous, yeah. I told you it's more embarrassing than it's more embarrassing when you watch it than me telling you. That is the APC chairman of those states. People who travel to the UK, they travel to America to go and meet the illustrious sons and daughters of Edo and tell them that they want to, he wants to be their governor. But going on to their rise is such an extra. Do politicians are mad people, really, really crazy. Somebody was talking about Oshiomhole 11 years ago, 2013. The same Oshiomhole that called someone else as barren because of politics. The same people who happen to be the guys who came to power because or through him. Obaseki was supposed to be Oshiomhole's political godson until when some Wike happened to them too, like what happened between Wike and Fubara. I don't know if it's sharing or whatever, I don't know. And the same Obaseki came around and said they are barren, as if to say being barren is actually a crime or a bad thing that way. Then he quickly added, and they do not have any plan to adopt. And the same Oshiomhole once said that it was because of, the love of Obaseki's wife for children. Even though she couldn't have a child of her own, she's been mother to a lot of younger people in Edo State. But election is here. Let us laugh and mock a woman without a child. so as to tell the voters that the reason why they shouldn't possibly listen to a woman without a child is because she's going to be heartless. She doesn't know anything about children, all for politics. The same Oshiomole, who happened to be a widow himself, actually told a widow to go and die 11 years ago. Then later, he changed it to come and dine plus 2 million naira in order to seek for forgiveness. He went on to install Obaseki. Both of them did all they could to destroy Edo State and the Edo State people's economy too. Just like all of us from all the remaining 36 states in Nigeria. So there's no flex anywhere. We all have our criminals who are doing the Lord's work, have been a devil's work in their different states, helping to prepare the future generation of poor people. That's what they are doing. He told the widow to go and die. And I don't think a lot of people will forget that.
Stupid man now. What are you? My friend,
When your husband died, you want to keep people on the road?
No.
When did you start this story? Where are you carrying the woman to? Go to the move. Where is your head of operation?
Then he came back later to say he sent for her once when the internet reacted. Like, how could you, a widower? Number one, what you are doing is actually eye service, show off. That's something that ordinarily the supposed task force or police or anybody could do without you being there. But typically, the Nigerian criminal politicians, to show that, oh, we care. I don't like this. All of you are clear every year. You know, they want to be seen to be doing something. And that is just for show off. How could you, somebody who lost his own wife to cancer, and look at another woman in that stress, right? And say, oh, it's because I'm stressed. That's why I said she should go and die. And the only thing that comes to your head is when she said, I'm a widow, I'm a widow, I'm a widow. So because you are a widow, then go and die. Because that's how they see you. All this fake love. I love the poor people. I love this or that. I'm going to give the poor people, your poor children, I'll give them this or that. Yeah, you are just like a prop. A prop, to them. Your children know you, your children know you are just the commodity they trade in. It's unfortunate, isn't it? So Edo people, Mukuna shall slow it down. Slow your hatred, politically sponsored, what do you call it, classism, hatred, because last, and I go end up in the hands of any of these rogues, and they will do you again what they usually do to you and what they usually do to everyone. Rob you, loot you, and then dare you to stop them, okay, from keeping the power, because they will have the power there, right? These two kids in Ibadan, they are the examples of what I call the motivator for why I started Mayegun's Diary Political. Let me explain that to you. Awolowo said, late Chief Obafemi Awolowo, he said that you see the children of the poor that you fail to actually train today, they will be the reasons why your children would have to walk about with security, protection tomorrow. In a simple, sort of a simple line, you see these children of the poor people that have been denied education, denied support, and who are just out there fending for themselves, hustling. They will be the reasons why you and I would have to keep looking at our shoulders, as we walk, because they will come for us. Those abandoned children, those ones that are allowed never to have education and the rest, like you see them all over the place. They are our own albatross in the future. Our children would have to learn how to survive from the violence and the other sort of a transfer of trauma that will be coming from this group of young people. They won't be too young anymore then. This one said they left home, ran away from home, and they've been on the streets. These guys couldn't be more than maybe 13, 12, 13. And they've been on the streets longer than now.
Quadri lórúkọ rẹ. Níbo ló pe lẹ́yìn? Amloko. Kí ló ṣe tó fi sá kúrò nílé? Kí ló ṣe? Daddy rẹ̀ ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ gbà tiẹ̀. Mọ́mì rẹ̀ wá ń kọ́. Wọ́n ti kó lọ́dọ̀ daddy ẹ̀ látọdún mélòó? Ṣé daddy ẹ̀ wá níyàwó mi ni? Ìyàwó yẹn wá ń fìyà jẹ ìyàwó méjì ló fi wá sá kúrò nílé báyìí. So iṣẹ́ bọ́là tó wá ń ṣe ìgbà wo ló ti ń ṣe? Ó ti pẹ́ gan. Ó ti pẹ́. So ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀gá yín yẹn lẹ wá ń sùn níbi iṣẹ́ rẹ̀. Kí lorúkọ tiẹ̀? Ahmed kí ni?
Mẹ́tẹ̀lá ni ebi pa wá.
Kí ló dé tí wọn náà fi sá kúrò lọ́dọ̀ àwọn òbí rẹ̀?
Ebi pa Nàìjíríà ni.
A ní tó fi sá kúrò lọ́dọ̀ àwọn mọ́mì rẹ̀. Kí ló dé tó fi sá kúrò lọ́dọ̀ àwọn mọ́mì rẹ̀?
Ebi kàn kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
O kàn kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀. Mọ́mì tẹ́ dẹ̀ wà lọ́dọ̀ dádì rẹ̀ àbí?
Ara wọn wà lọ́yọ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Dádì ẹ̀ ní dágbé mọ́mì àti dádì ẹ̀ náà ti kọra wọn. Dádì ẹ̀ ti wá níyàwó mi ni. Wọ́n ti ní. Kíláàsì wo ló ti kúrò tó ti ń sa bọ́là yìí? Francis. So iṣẹ́ bọ́là yìí ni wọ́n náà ṣe lójoojúmọ́.
I mean, if you walk around, especially if you walk around Yoruba land, you will see children like that. Abi, ṣebí bọ́là náà ni DJ Chicken náà ń ṣàkiri, including kí lórúkọ ọ̀bọ yẹn náà, Shalo àbí kí lórúkọ ẹ̀. Those ones got lucky. Just think about the tens of thousands of others who didn't really who are never going to get lucky. And that is the society that we will probably all coexist in. And at the same time thinking, like, we are going to be great. That's such a contrast. No, you won't be great if you continue to mortgage the lives, the future of those young children. They will grow older to become mean, violent, and mostly criminally. And when they do, when they become that, you and I will be the ones to pay. We will pay And unfortunately, majority of us won't have what they will ask for. You see why I personally would put my money on anyone and anything and everything that can help to galvanize, to accelerate the breakup of this contraption. If we want to survive, break up Nigeria and save lives. Thank you. That is where I'm going to draw my curtain this evening. I don't know, I've been having this sort of, this stomach upset. It's not that bad, but I was initially thinking I'm not going to spend a long time this evening, okay? But it seems that I am feeling a little bit relieved, even though it's still coming back a bit, right? So I intend to see my doctor tomorrow. Nothing to panic about, okay? I'm just kind of considering, should I continue to take calls or we should just call it a night? So I'm going to do the former, okay? We will take calls. If I get too kind of uncomfortable, I'll tell you, I'll call it a night. So if you still want to be part of this and you have something to add, especially to the report of the terrorist Turji and his gang or what they did in Sokoto, the line will be opened in another 2 minutes. But if you really have to go because you have to go back to work tomorrow, that's fine. Like the broadcast before you do that, okay? And to others staying, like it as well. It is your offering, okay? Like it, share it. And when I come back, I will take calls. And that could be you. Thank you. I welcome back to every one of you staying back, okay? So I have a caller on the line, and my first caller this evening. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, Baba, how are you doing? No. The network is not our friend, and I suspect that that should be Pulapenga. But your network was acting up, and I think that's bad. But I have another caller on the line, though. Hello.
Hello, my good general.
The Prince.
The
Prince
only general on the field.
Thank you.
Baba.
How you doing today, Baba? Happy New Month.
Same to you, Baba. Thank you so much.
The Prince.
Yeah, greetings to everyone in the house, Temple of Truth. Respect. I'm happy to join at the calling section.
Bless you. Go on.
Yeah, my good general, thank you for your continuous shouting and making the whole world to know what is going on.
So,
you see, you always say it: break up Nigeria and save lives. Break up Nigeria and save lives. You always say it, and what we are seeing is not surprise. You know, the guy during Buhari era, it was a rat race. They continue to kill and kill and kill and kill. The Nigerians that died is more than millions, if not
killing field.
if added all the one that is not recorded, is millions. Like that, it runs in millions, and the country is moving as if there's nothing.
Everybody's moving on. Do you know that there are medical doctors that have been kidnapped for the past 8 months, where the medical practitioners in Nigeria have been threatening to go on strike or except their colleagues are released? 7 months in the hands of their kidnappers. Nigeria don't even know. Some people here don't even know. I just mentioned it now. Some people don't even know that.
My ego, the funny thing is that I would say the dangerous thing is that the people in Aso Rock, they want to cover up and cover up. But, if you bury yourself, your hand will always stick outside. You see, we are given intel by Obadiah
Malafia then.
We are given intel about the plan of this Islamization nation that is coming. And the killing has been on. And to make matter worse, Tinubu went and promised them heaven and earth for them to hand over Nigeria to him. That's why he was able to create Ministry of Livestock. What is Ministry of Livestock? When we have
just to beg them, no.
No, it's because of the promise he has made to them. Because we have Ministry of Agriculture, which livestock is embedded in it. Okay, so the Nigerian lives does not matter. As a Bona Boy said, he said that all Nigerians are collateral damage. They are there, they are all stooge for the Westerners, those that are in Aso Rock, the criminals. So our life, they've mortgaged it, the crude oil, they've sold in advance. So anybody who is claiming to be a Nigeria, want to make Nigeria, I'm proud to be a Nigeria, that person is a mental state, his mental condition should be good. They should go and evaluate it. Any person who is standing and say, beating his chest, I pledge Nigeria with all my nyash. Now I go kill that person. I've been telling them, it's in my song. Okay? So my ego, you see, the best thing for everyone, just imagine what APC is doing. Because of they want to capture Edo State at all costs, they started a propaganda against Edo and the Igbos. You understand why? Because they want to kill the image of LP. Are you getting me? And some people, a lot of people, in Edo, they lost it, thinking that it's Oba
in their interest.
Is in their interest, or is about Oba. They don't know that this is APC, and they don't care how many people that is going to die.
They don't care
if anything happen, anything wrong happen. Do you understand? This is how wicked and how devilish these vampires are. You understand? So, my good general, anybody that have brain should stand up, fight for Nigeria to have a referendum. Nnamdi Kanu should be released and let there be a referendum for everyone to decide.
Thank you so much.
This country, are we going to still be in it? So God bless you, my ego.
God bless you too. So much. God bless. Thank you so much. That's Prince JJ Man, ladies and gentlemen. I also have another caller. I believe I got you back now. Pull up fingers. Are you?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
the general.
great. That network was really, really bad then. Okay. But yeah, let's do it quick before it goes off again.
Good evening, sir. And to your, how is family and your wife, your kids?
We are very well, man. How is yours?
Yeah, we thank God. We thank God. So, General, I want to just give 2 points on his update in UAE. You know, I base here, so I'll just contribute here. You know, they are currently doing amnesty for those whose visa have expired, and initially it was only for resident visa, those that have resident visas, like Emirate ID. But right now they extend it to visit visas. So whoever want to leave, just book your ticket and leave without paying any fine. And those that want to do their, want to stay in the country and right now they want to have visa, they can apply just for normal payment for fresh visa without all the maybe 5 years they overstay, 6 years overstay, they are all gone.
They are canceling them and giving them amnesty. I think I said something about that a week or 2 weeks ago as well.
Yes,
so,
yes, you said
and what happened to those who are like Nigerians there, like all of you with Nigerian passport and all of that, right? So are you allowed to participate or you are still exempted?
You know, we in Nigeria here, our visa is not still going, you know. So we just they allow us to go. If we want to go, we can exit. But if you want to stay, if you want to leave, you can just apply and leave for free, you know, without paying no fine.
So this extension or this amnesty for residency extension or visa extension is still not applicable to Nigerians at all in that place. Like, is that what you're saying?
Nigerian visa is not still going, my good general. It's not still going. It's not going. So how can we apply for visa renewal when visa is not going? It's not going.
Arrangement be this. I thought they said that. Okay, I think they said it was going to be in October or something. Or what did you hear about that
October, one? They said October 1st. So we are still hoping. I know this. The amnesty is for 2 months. From now to October ending, it will still be on.
Okay, hopefully they fulfill their plan.
So hopefully,
if your visa in October.
Yes, and maybe I know that Nigerians here, many of us will stay back, and they will be hoping that they promise October 1st at least it will be effective.
Done, yeah.
So if not effective, many people will go back. Many people will go back because a lot of people have been trapped in here for 4 years now, no job, you know, and they're suffering. I'm telling you, Nigerians are suffering here. So
sorry
I'm telling you, man.
Thanks for sharing that with us. Go on.
And the other update I want to give, you know, last week before the Yoruba Union Summit, you know, you in your program you displayed where they arrested some youth of Murumiri addiction, all those drug addicts.
Yeah,
do you
somewhere
know?
In I think it was somewhere in Rivers State. Yeah.
Yeah, it's now in UAE, my good general. It's in UAE now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's here. It's here. Yes, I'm telling you. I have to bring down my voice, but it's here. I boarded the taxi. Myself, my wife, my kids. We were just going to church service. You know. Then the taximan was telling me, it's an Igbo guy. He said from Abu Dhabi, capital of UAE, they had to send a CID from there, and they went to Diara Naif area. They had to empty 3 buildings. They raid 3 full buildings that they Sierra Leone are the ones bringing it in.
Nigerians, and the rest of them were
Sierra Leone,
right?
Sierra Leone, yeah, Sierra Leone. They're bringing it here, and Arab people are taking it, and they're going crazy.
I'm talking about the apartment they raided. Is it like they raided the hub of drug dealers, or they just raided African residents of people?
They raid based on their information, based on information they got. They raid. You know, because their locals now, they are taking it and they're going crazy. I'm telling you. You know, their brain is not like our own. Africa have a strong brain. You can imagine something African people take and we are going crazy, and imagine when they take it. So they are worsening the whole situation here. They are worsening.
People should just be very careful. You know, people should be very careful. In this next 30 days, people need to be careful.
I'm telling you that they are worsening all the whole situation. Because they are trying to contemplate, because Nigerians are much here, you know, and they make a lot of money. When Nigeria visa was going, they make a lot of money. So they are trying to contemplate to see if they will reconcile with Nigerians and give them visa. But this million of a thing, they are now confused. They paused it. Everything is on pause. It's on hold. I'm telling you. But it's not coming.
Thank you so much for that vital information you just shared, and I hope.
So for Nigerians living in Dubai, the area, they should be very careful.
Thank you so
much. Because I'm not there. I live very far from there. Yeah.
Stay safe, okay? Stay safe, and we all looking forward to the October 1st. All right. I really invest in that. You have a good one, man. That's Punapenga calling in from UAE. To those who are also living in UAE, and you are aware of this already, including all of the challenges that people are actually really facing, right? Concerning this residency, visa, this or that, for the past 4 years. I'm going to say people should be very careful. Please. Here. Hello.
Hello, my good general, the general himself.
Oh, sir. How are you?
I greet you. I'm fine, my brother. Happy Sunday.
Same to you. How your side?
Yeah, thank you very. We thank God. We thank God. Yes, we thank God for the living. Yes, yes. My brother, I'm happy. So you keep on every time to update us. We don't miss you. No matter, sometimes we'll be at work. After we come back, we'll just look your program. Thank you. I commend you for what you are doing for us.
So much as well.
My brother, yes. You see that country, we know, we just keep it on. We know that nothing good will come there, nothing good.
And it is
See as you show the terrorists.
Wish them well. I see to say you are the ones.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Wishes do anything. It's just like you are as you're working now.
And now?
They will blame wishes don't do anything.
Nigeria well, right?
Nah, this is the
decision for all of their failures.
This is animal. We call it animal mentality. Those ones are animal mentality. How can wishes do something for a human being? What is the meaning of wishes? You know, sometimes we speak English. What is the meaning of wishes? Wishes is something that to come for you. Just say it. When you are taking action capture everything.
Yes.
Wishes can do anything. You are working now, which is you are taking the action, the responsibility of action to yourself. Wishes don't do anything.
No.
You see somebody is working, you say he wishes. What do you want to wish the person? Where I'm working, if I don't commit any crime, nobody will sack me for a job. No. If I'm doing my work good, nothing wishes can do. You can't wish not you wish something. So those things are just a negative impact for our people, a mindset of our people. You see the terrorists have captured the country, nothing again. And to the problem, the terrorists is the people in the government. Right. It's just like as they go on non-government. You know the way I used to call them? I used to call them on non-government. Their government, nothing. Insecurity in the country is government. It's government. All the people is in there. They know everything. They're just deceiving themselves and deceiving the other people they are ruling. Nothing again. All of them involved. I can look at that, what happened there now. Can you tell me that you got ambush? How can somebody ambush? This is not ambush because I did not see any casualty there.
Is there nothing inside those armored personnel carriers that could send signal back to the headquarters that they are in distress? That something is happening to them?
My brother!
And the Air Force, no fit come around and say, what? So all of them are there right now. They are attacking you. Okay, don't worry, give us 20 minutes. We'll be there.
Yes!
But nothing. Nothing.
There is nothing signal, my brother, in this kind of civilized world.
2024.
People just deceiving themselves. That's why I'm angry with the citizen. If our citizen can rise up, these people, what we need is bloody revolution. After the bloody revolution, everybody go their way. That's the only thing. Nothing again. These people are criminal. The criminals, terrorists have captured the country.
Unfortunately.
These people, I'm calling them calling them leader, calling them something. These people are criminal terrorists. You know, these terrorists you see, it's a criminal act. If you are not a criminal, you cannot be a terrorist.
No.
This is something they stage. They stage it and recruit boys, put the boys there. You see, as you are talking, you are talking.
Weapons. They left all those weapons for them. Did you see them taking all of them out? Right? Did you see them? They were so happy.
They just submit the weapon to their people. That's what they did.
Yes.
That's what they did. Nothing again. Do you see any casualty there?
No, I
do you see that body?
Usually you go see soldiers with a kilo. This one I don't see anything.
You don't see anybody?
No.
My body, you don't see anybody. This arrangement, if it's ambush, the people will counter themselves and shoot gun.
You get
before people who will die will die. People who survive. You can't ambush people just like that. You don't see any dead body.
Two, not one or two.
My brother, if that one is captured, ambush them, they will bring the dead body, show us that they have killed them. They not see anything. I
don't see any.
Yes.
I don't see.
They not see any. This is arrangement. Government arranging government. They arranging themselves, deceiving others, deceiving the people, the gullible people in the country, deceiving them, taking the money. They are making a lot of money.
Yes. Who are the enemies of Nigeria now? The people that have the power, the resources to stop the terrorists from killing and kidnapping the people, but chooses to turn it into a business.
It's a business. It's them in the terrorists
now.
It's them too. Them are the people. Them are working. Western world know. That's why they cannot put them out there. Them know what they are doing. When they are doing their Western world, they come and take their own share. The remaining one, the few people, take it to put for their pocket.
If you see the gun if you see the gun with the Turji hand, everything bigger and better pass the gun where DSS they carry. Once in a while, when you see them like that,
yes.
No Nigerian soldier get the kind of gun with in hand. Check your screen. I don't know the name of guns though, but no Nigerian soldier carry this kind of gun.
I see what they have. They have everything. They have everything. They were equipped.
You see?
Just to tell you, because that mining is see they are mining there. It's a big resources.
And now
the people capture the thing. It's the people capture it. The people in the government, the few people capture the place. They occupy taking the money out. While the people are suffering, the masses are suffering. They are looting the resources of the masses only to enrich themselves and their family.
Which kind of thing be that?
Yes, others are suffering. So anybody that calling Nigeria a country, I just pity for the person. Nigeria never be a country. Nigeria have a spy. According to Lord Zuga, he said a spy in 2014, which is 100 years agreement. He said if you people can stay together after 100 years, you people will come and do agreement. If you people don't want, everybody go their way. Because he said that oil and the water can never work together. That's a simple something. When the man made the arrangement, he have a spy. But these criminals have captured the place, hold it as their own. They don't want to hear anybody. If you talk anything, see that day, I was here in the Senate, somebody talking about the divide of the country. You see the way they rise up. They want to fight, fight. That one was asking, who made that statement? That one said, nobody made the statement because they have to start here. From that place, they have to arrange Nigeria. Say, call for referendum. Is that place? They have to start writing everything. If they need the good of the masses, they will start from that year, speaking about the country. Let the country come together. The country have expired in 2014. So let's come to arrange if we can live together. That's a simple something under diplomatic way, without war. Yes, but these people don't want to. If you measure it, they want to kill you. That's why they're holding Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing again, though. Nnamdi Kanu is the worst enemy to those cabals, those criminal bodies.
You know what?
But the masses, the food, the global masses, they don't understand this thing.
You know what El-Rufai said between Nnamdi Kanu and this Fulani terrorist. El-Rufai said,
you see?
The Fulani terrorists are just doing business. They are not working to break Nigeria. IPOB want to break Nigeria. That's why Nigeria will do everything to crush them. Because these ones are just businessmen. That's why he said this one will be say he said it. He said
you're right.
The reason why Nigeria will not crush terrorists is because they are not trying to break Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu is trying to. So Nnamdi Kanu is not than these guys.
You're right, because they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. These people know what they are. Even Lai Mohammed made a comment international, they interview him in the international television. You know what Lai Mohammed is saying? Lai Mohammed is saying, how can you take Nnamdi Kanu compare these terrorists, common criminals? Nnamdi Kanu is worse than those people. What that guy is doing international. See, he have spoiled Nigeria image. He have frightened Nigeria. Same Nnamdi Kanu is the worst. Lai Mohammed is saying it when he was the Minister for Information for Buhari regime. That's why they find this guy, spend all the billions to capture him, to hold him in that stage. That way they keep it because they don't want anybody to speak again. Since that time, is it any person speaking? Others are political statements. Others are just a political statement to polish their English when they speak out. If Nigeria knows something, all of them, that's why I'm annoyed. All of us have to come together and say, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. But now they have put it into tribalism. Only the one side is talking about Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, this is the people that speak for the country. Country need to fight to bring them out. So those people can go for a negotiation because there was there was tension in the government when Nnamdi Kanu was outside. Yes. But now nothing, everything have done. These people have captured the state. Nnamdi Kanu, they can keep it how many years they like. Anything, that's what they are doing. Nothing they can. So I'm pity for that country. That country have gone. Nothing we can do except if the time when the youth know they will stand up for bloody revolution, eye to eye, blood for blood. Don't look at anybody who die and die. Who remains, they will start their life again. No kingdom can start without revolution. They must go for blood to blood. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Listen, sometimes when I think I should be reminding us, okay, we are sharing our time, and then a sharing time means that you can speak for 5 minutes. Anything that is above that is extra. And I know some people will won't even know that they've been with me or they have been talking for like 15 minutes. That's a lot. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who has, the mind of calling in and contributing this evening. Okay. And to those who are still with us on on YouTube and Facebook too, right? Remember, your like, your share is called an offering. Do it. It is it's easier like that. Anyway, thanks so much, everyone. I'm kind of like having this belly ache, sort of. So I intend to finish early anyway. So thanks to every one of you who has contributed. And tomorrow is another day, a new week. And hopefully I will have something to bring back to you from those Thiefnubu sent to Sokoto, if they did go to Sokoto. Because the people they sent to Sokoto are the same people funding terrorism, protecting the terrorists. Matawale is there. What do you call it? Madaru is there with him in China. You are just at the mercy of the terrorists. So if they say they're going to go after them, I am looking forward to it. But it won't be the first time they've said that. But most of the time, you are all on your own. Thanks so much for spending your evening with me again, okay? I'm going to see you tomorrow. Until then, just stay safe, Sha, and keep checking on your loved ones back there. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.